So then click on login. Yeah, after login to the automation anywhere, so you can see this. This is the overview of the control room where you can develop, deploy, and share the bots. So currently we are using the community version, so we are not able to share the bot to the other people. If it is a community version, there we will get the two type of options. One will be public and one will be private. So in private, if we check in, it will go to the public and it will be available for the other users. Other users means only for the URL, I mean control room who have the access. Okay. In explore tab, we can see that create a bot here. You can directly create a bot. Here we can open the IQ bot. IQ bot used for the processing of the unstructured data to structured data. Here we can use the IQ bot for the bot inside. So whether how much time it run analytics, bot analytics, how much time it run, how much time does it was taking for the each transaction, we will get the analytics bots in digital assistant. So it will be, I mean, AAR, automation anywhere robotic interface. It will be used for the attended automations like no some will be the insurance policy applications will be there. It requires the more human validation, so we can use the will be only used for the attended automation. So in this is the process discovery is nothing but a which is used to find out the process whether it will be suitable for the automation or not. So we can find out it will be used by the business analyst of the automation anywhere. Okay. Next, this will be the home. There we can see the dashboards. I mean, here we can see the we can see the insights like productivity, like know how much time we have saved. That will be we will be able to see. There we can see number of bots created till now and what are the packages we have used. So currently I have used loop 9 package 9 times and message box 13 times. It is the number of times that we have run the bot. So this is the highest time that bot we run. Okay. Next, discovery bot. Discovery bot that will be useful for the business analyst of the automation anywhere person. So they can make whether it is decide whether they will decide whether this process will be able to automate or not. Okay. So for the developer, it does not require. So then automation tab. So this is the where we can create the folders for the our different projects, and this is the where we can create a bots. Next, activity section tab. It is the progress tab. The progress tab is nothing but if we run the bot, it will be appear here in progress. I mean, it was still running. So when the running is the bot completed, it will come to the historical. Historical is nothing. Here we can show that. Yeah. Here it is showing the status will be failed. In last bot is failed. So some bot and it is the item name. I means the bot name. Next, priority medium. So device name will be Harun. Bot name will be class 8. Next, user. This will be the user when I started, when it was ended. Okay. And last modified, who modified the bot. So next, manage. Here we can see the devices option. Devices is nothing but the device which we are connected. So currently I connected with my system. So this my device name is Harun. So here we can see the green tick which is connected. Okay. Next one, global values. Global values is nothing but which was created by the administrator of the automation anywhere. That is our manager or some our team lead. They will create one variable which can be used by any other users in the team. Credentials. There will be three types of credentials. One will be administrative manager, managed by the administrator, and one will be user profile credentials. That will be we can directly use. We can create directly here. First, create a locker. Then we create a login credential here. We can store the passwords, URLs, and usernames. that will be secure data should be stored in the lockers. Next one, packages. Packages is nothing but the actions currently we are using. Actions means, for example, like recording package, that will be a different package. ASNs, that will become under the recorder package. Active Directory, that will become under the Active Directory package. Nothing but the Active Directory actions should be present in this version of packages. Okay. Next, administration is nothing but where we can if you are a administrator, there you can create number of users with the different roles. Currently it is a community version which having the license of bot creator. Okay. If it was not even if you are a bot runner, it will be shown as a bot runner access. If it is enterprise edition, since it was a community edition, it was showing bot creator. Only one license will be provided for the community version. If it is an enterprise version, there will be different types of licenses. Okay. Next one, I would like to show you before I'm showing make sure that when you log into the control room, make sure that the device is connected or not. If device is not connected, first you should refresh the devices. If it is not, you will get a pop-up. Download the Automation Anywhere bot agent. Click on that bot agent. It will, after installation of that bot agent exe file, it will show the status as connected. Okay. Next, we will create one bot. Okay. This is the bot desktop. Bot display where we can create and run the bots for the testing purpose and those things. So in that bot creator, automation palette, here we can see create a bot. Here we are using we'll be able to create a bot by clicking on a bot. Here we can use a forms like Google Forms, like the different forms we can create for the taking the input from the user. Then we will be able to create a process that will be integration of a child bots, and it will be usually uploading the files for uploading nothing but from desktop to a local server to the cloud. Next, here this will be used for deleted the checked items. Here we can check and we can delete items. If for example we are uploaded the files, then we can refresh, it will be available in this palette. Next one, filter, and it will be used to find the, for example, there will number of hundreds of bots, we are not able to find one by one, so we can filter it by name. So it will be customize the columns. Customize the columns in nothing but the different formats, like this table structure should be different format. So at first so that I can create one bot here, so I'm just creating one bot. I'm just name the bot as demo1, demo1 2 I can give. Let me create it. So this is where we can create the bot. So here we can see that this will be the variable panel where we can create the variables. Next one, this will be the actions panel. This will be the action package. For example, this will be AARA web package. It consists of the action that we need to be performed for the attended automations. So there are the different types of packages are there. Data table, database, date time, delay, dictionary, email. So that we can the command those can be used in the real-time development of the processes. Next one we can see is, so this will be the trigger. So triggers will be like after all the automation is completed. So I just want to run the bot by when email is any email come to my mailbox, bot should be run. That will be specific email and specific subject. Only that email, when that email comes to my mailbox, bot should be automatically run. Okay. That for that purpose, without human intervention, we can use the trigger options. Next one, I will go for the action. Before creating a bot, before writing any code, I will click on the here administrator. Click on administrator user. I'm sorry, yes. click on devices, devices, click on the device name. Here you can see that preload packages. If we click on the preload packages, there you can select what are the type of the packages, what are the required packages that we need to be preload. Preloading is nothing but loading the all the packages. I mean continuously using packages. We can preload that so that first bot won't take the much time. Okay, for avoiding the much time taken by a bot, we can use the preloading in starting. Once preloading is starting, then we will go for there. So I will search here demo 1 to 1. Demo 1 2. So I just created now 2 minutes ago. So I'm click on open. So and this will be the bot create development panel. So here it will be the recorder. It consists of two types of recorder. I will show you now. So it will be two types of recorder. One will be universal recorder. One will be the ASNS recorder. ASNS recorder that will be more helpful in for the recording of populating the automations in RDP. I mean remote server. Okay. Mostly, when universal recorder is not for the particular application, then we can use the ASNS recorder. So I click on cancel. Next, this will be used for the search a file, and this will be for the search for a bot. So there we can use like now control Z, control V, like now control V, Y. I mean control Z means we can undo. This will be for redo, and this will be for the copying a bot or any actions. This will be the cut the action. So this will be the paste items. Control V we can use right in our system. So this will be clipboard means. So if I want to be there some more actions in this bot, I need to copy those actions into the other bot. At that time we will use the copy to clipboard. Okay, then we can go for there and the bot which we need to be paste, go to that bot and click on this option, paste from the shared clipboard. So these items will be appear in the another bot. So and there will be three types of flows we will be able to see. One will be the flowchart model, one will be the list model, and will be the dual model. Dual model is nothing but same list model, flow model, and list model. So I will first I will start a small bot now, just to display the message box. Okay, message box. So yeah, this will be the message box. This is the default message. Also we can give some other as well. So I just don't want to give anything. So I can give welcome to RPA. So I click on save. So this is the list view. We can see flowchart view. This is the flowchart view. So this is the list view. If we, a list view means like a list item. This is the dual view. This is the list one. This is the flowchart one. So now select list item. Click on run. So it was showing the welcome RPA. So next what I do in this package is, so I don't want to manually close that message box, so that I can give 1 second. After 1 second it should be closed. Okay, next welcome to RPA. It will be closed after 1 second automatically without human intervention. So nothing but I don't want to close it manually. So a message box will automatically close. So it was automatically shown the message box. So welcome to RP, and it automatically closed after 1 second. Okay. Next, I will use tell you like debug. Debug is nothing but it will be used. Debug is will be used for like checking the errors in line by line. So whether like we are using in like no Java like that, we can use here debug option. Next, here we can select what version. We can check that what type of packages we are using here. Here I'm using the message box, only one message box package. What is the version of a package, and make sure that it should be always default. Okay, make sure it should be always default. Next, back to that. Here dependencies is nothing but any files that we are using in this bot as a dependence. Okay. Next, advanced settings. Advanced settings is not a bot version. This should be always a default one, because community version always being getting updated every week. Okay. Next, timeout action 0 minutes. Automation priority medium, so that we can select here low, medium, high, whatever it may be. So I will go back to return to editor. So there are assistants. Assistants will show, for example, I will remove this. So it was showing an error, right? So because I didn't enter any data here, it was showing an error. Assistant, I don't know. So for example, it having a thousands of lines, so I don't know where it was showing the error message. So then I click on assistance. So here it was showing right line one error. So if I click on line 1, it will be showing directly. It was showing. Next, we close that. We will go for the line 1 L1. There we can see that it was showing an error. Click on save. Now it will show no total issues is equal to 0. Okay. Next, here we will go by the variable panel. Variable panel we can create. Here, click on create. Here we can see what are the types of the variables available in the and used in the automation anyway. So any type, it will store any type of the variable, like window variable, it will store data table, it will store like say a string character, I mean string number, any boolean, it can show number like dictionary, any type will be, it will store any type variable. Next, string, it will be only character text, it will store. Okay. Next, number package, it will be store only number items. Next, it will be store only date items. It won't accept the sum. Boolean, nothing but true or false option, it will accept only true or false. Next, file package. File package, it will accept a folder path in the form of a string, and for like a file path as a string. Next, window variable. Window variable, it will store this type of a window. For example, a demo 2 by edit text box control room, that will be one window. So it will store that window here. So on credential will be used for the for getting the data from the like I mean credential one. Before I show a credential locker. So from that we can list item. So it will be used to store the list of the items in the form of from 0 index to number of index. Next, dictionary variable. Dictionary variable is nothing but it will store the values as key and value pair. Okay. Next, record variable. Record variable is nothing but, for example, an Excel having the number of rows and columns, it will store the one entire row. It is having the capability of storing one entire row in a Excel or a table. Next, form, it will be used for a like it will be actually a Google form or like the Microsoft form, like that one, that will be used for the interacting with the human to get the input. Next, session package. Session is nothing but session variable used for the, for example, I am using a in bot, I am using two different types of Excel. So that should be different names because I don't want to overwritten. Instead of writing one file, it will write one file. So because of that confusion, so that I can name the different section names so that bot can do the work perfectly. Okay. Next, close. And here we can select bot from here as well. Control here directly we can select here variables. One string variable is created, or else we can click Control F2. It will pop up one this box. Then we can select the variable. Next one, I will like to explain so actions that we are using in automation anywhere. Okay. Next, first we will start with Excel package. So this is the Excel package. There are three different types of the Excel packages. Okay. First will be the Excel Advanced. What is Excel Advanced? Excel Advanced package is used when our system has been installed with the Excel application. Okay. Then only these actions will work. Okay. Next, what is Excel Basic? Excel Basic is nothing but it will work even the Excel is not installed in our local machine. I mean local server or local machine on our computer. It was not installed. It will work. Office 365. It will be entirely work on the web server. We can open here now. So you can directly action should be work. But in most of cases we use only advanced Excel Advanced and Excel Basic. So next one, string package. So this will be the string package. It will be used for the string manipulation here. So on this will be the number package. This will be the number package. These are the number package action items to be used. Next, so this will be the browser package. This will be migration part. This will be for the migrating the bot from 11 version to 8 2000, that is 360. And this will be the boolean variable part. I mean boolean actions applications that will be used for the local desktop applications should be used. We can be used for the application package. For the app integration, we can use for the extracting the data from a Windows. Okay. Next one, clipboard package that will be extracting from the and copying it to the clipboard. Next, comment one. Comment will be used for the what type of actions we are using to represent for it some other developer that should be easy to understand. So that's why we are using the comment. Credential for getting the credential from the credential CSV by text. We're opening and closing the CSV text and perform the action. Data table actions. Perform the data table actions. We are using the data table package and database package. Database package will be used for the for performing the database actions. Okay. Next, delay package. Delay will be specified time delay. I want to be 5 seconds so that we can give the delay after here. We give 5-second delay. And dictionary variable, it will be store like a dictionary key and value pair, and this will be the package used for the email part and some other dictionary config file creation part. We can use the dictionary most times. And DLL command that will be used for the server applications, and this will be for the email package. There will be different actions that should be present in inside the email package. We can use in the email automation. This will be for the getting and catching the error. That is error handler package. So next, file package. There we can use file actions that should be performed automatic file actions. Then folder actions as well. Then FTP server, that will be like server folder. We can create say copy the files into the server folder, that is shared drive. Next, G Suite apps that will use for the connecting the Google apps. Next, Google Calendar, Google Drive, that will be used for uploading and download all those things. Next, Google Sheets we can use, and it will be if condition for the condition actions to create. Next, image recognition. Next, IQ bot that will be used for the extracting the unstructured data to structured data. Next, for executing JavaScript package that will be used for the executing the JavaScript, and legacy automation that will be used for the different types like desktop API sections and window control management like that. Next, that will be the list item management, and log to file. Log to file will be storing the error messages and time history, bot run history. That should be we are using the log to file action, and loop actions. So for example, I need to perform a number of actions, and for the number of rows that in the Excel, we are using the loop actions here. And message box that will be used for the displaying. Mouse click that will be like manually click actions we can use for performing the actions. So OCR, optical character recognition. There will different types of we are using the OCRs like Testart, Google, Microsoft. There will different OCRs are available for extracting the written statements into system readable system readable text, and also we can extract it from images, PDF, and those things. Next, PDF package. PDF package will be used for the performing the PDF automations. PGP, nothing but a for keeping encrypting the files and decrypting the files. This package and a pretty good package. And play sound. This will be used once my bot is completed. It is unattended bot, so I want to inform. Bot should inform to me it was completed. So after completion, I will give you one sound. It will play that song. Next, printer option that will be used for the printing a different of files. So using the robot. And prompt is nothing but user integrated input. While running the bot, it will pop up and ask for the some other information so that I can give the input using the prompt. Python script package that will be used for the executing the Python script. Record the nothing but a record variable which I have shown previously in variable panel. So it was not actually used in real we are in actions. So recorder package nothing but for capturing the items like set text, clicking options, and those different get text like options. Next, REST web services. Web services that will be used for the extracting the data from the APIs and posting the data from the APIs manipulations. Okay. Next, these two options will be SAP will be used for SAP automations. Next, screen package that will be used for the screenshot purpose. We are taking the screenshot, right? That will be used for the screenshot purpose. That will be used for the we need to check for the services running in the laptop. This will we can use this package. Simulate keystrokes. That will be nothing but sending a keystroke. For example, I want to close this window. We can use like Control W. So window is closed. So like that we can simulate like we'll give input as Control W. It will close that window. Next, SNMP. That will be used for the SNMP server here operations, and same like REST web services. There will be SOAP web services. Next, step functionality. This is used for the modularization automation. Nothing but other developer easy to need to understand, right? So the specified package should be kept under the step action. Next, system variable. System action. So here we can perform these actions, log the computer, log off, shut down, and those options that we can see. Taskbot. Taskbot is nothing but we can that will be used for the call the child bots in a parent bot. Next one, terminal emulator. And we all know that terminal emulator is how you are using command prompt. Okay. Next, trigger loop. I said when a bot needs to be automatically run, if if we click on some other objects and all those things, it will be used for the trigger loop. Will be using V11 bot. So this will be helpful to run V11 bot in this control room. V11 bot in this control room. Next, VB script. VB script is these packages are used to run the VB script. Okay. Next, wait command. That will be wait command is used. For example, my window is still loading, where I can use the wait package. In the wait package, we can wait for window until a window loads. It will be wait for the window loads. Next, workload management. Workload management is nothing but where we can like no for example, I am having thousands of transaction. I'm not, my bot will take more than 6 to 7 hours to perform those actions. I mean, though complete that those transactions, so that I can share my transactions with the other computer bot on the devices, so that it can run parallelly. Like it will share the work efforts to the other bots. So for that we can use workload management, their XML package for like no manipulating the XML data. We can use the XML package. Hello Varlakshmi, do you have any queries till now? Like any concept you didn't get understand those things?
What is the difference between version V11 and A2019?
Yeah, okay. In version V11, no, it will be Windows application. Okay, entire Windows application, and
Okay.
V8 2019 it will be cloud application. In V 2000, I mean V11, we are having the MetaBot concept. A 2019 we don't have a MetaBot concept. And in V11 we can call a single command where we can select the multiple options. But in A 2019 there will be different actions for different packages for the different actions. And also it is more like more how can I say that, it will be more compatible with the all application, and wheel application now support some applications. And there will be one more difference. There will be one. There are two types of control rooms are available in version 11. In year 2010, there will be only one control room where you can deploy and develop and deploy.
Okay. Okay. If any difference from V11 and 2019 for the same process when you are doing based on requirements per task kind of thing.
Yes, we
Same
can
logic,
like
right?
no.
When you're
Yeah.
doing in V11 and 2019, same logic, right?
Yeah, we can, but there will be a different actions will be changed. Okay, we are using one string. There are different actions, right? And in V11 there will be different actions. Actions will change.
If any defect is arise, if any